Okay, Google, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Got it. 5 minutes. And that's starting now.
Today is day 37 of consistency, August 13th. And as you see, I did my hair. By did my hair, I mean I braided the hair I had underneath and put a wig on. This wig definitely needs a little bit more TLC, but I got my hair done. I got my Sydney Sweeney, my Sabrina Carpenter. Okay, sometimes we love to do a blonde movement, a blonde moment, a little bob. You see? My Arianki. Did Ariana ever go blonde? Yes, she did. My Arianki. Okay, I'm done. Today I weighed in at 277.6. That is some really big. That's some big news for me. The reason it's so big is I don't think I've seen that. Like it's always like 279. It always like kisses 279 and then pops back up. It's always like a kiss. It's like a we're here and then we're right back up to 280. So this extra 3 pounds is a lot, and we've seen it slowly come down. That's a great thing about weight. One week you're 280.6 for 4 days straight, and then the next week you're losing 2 pounds every day. So that's where it's this week has been like that. So I'm really glad at that. If we're looking at the entire, started at 289, 277, so we're down 12 pounds. Let's go ahead. Fingers crossed that we stay in the 270s for this week. Moving on, a goal for the end of this week would be lovely to hit 275. Tomorrow we have about 2 hours of cardio. I am going to go early to get myself warmed up, and then I'm going to go play another game after my main game. So I'm just going to make sure I'm really hitting that cardio. But yeah, that is my plan for this week. One other thing I need to worry about is this weekend. Tomorrow's my brother's birthday. Friday's my mother's birthday, or Saturday's my mother's birthday. So we're going out on Friday to take them out. And I chose a restaurant that had a lot of like small plates that were keto, even though they're going to have like sugar and some breading. It's okay. I'm just going to be more worried about the sodium that it's going to, kind of bring up. So I will be just very cautious to not really eat too much that day, like that Friday. Make sure maybe I just drink shakes so I can get most of my calories towards the end of the day. And then obviously Saturday morning, we have that cardio, we have soccer in the morning. So I feel good there. Um, so another thing that I wanted to share is I just recently, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I know we talked about like my workouts and how my workouts have been. I recently just got a magnet so I can start recording. I actually got into the gym really late. I got in there at 9:10 or like 9:05 and literally had a good 45 minutes to work out, but I got a really great workout in. And it's because I know how to structure my workouts where I time my sets and I make sure that I'm doing a lot, and sometimes we'll superset to make sure I'm making use of my time. Because if not, you'll just scroll, you'll just dwindle, you'll do whatever. So I know I can get a great workout in 45 minutes. Give me 45 minutes and I can work an entire area. You'll hit all the muscles. That is something that I'm willing or wanting to bring into the physical world, but I'm just trying to figure out a form. So like I created a Google sheet like form that is tied to an Excel sheet that will keep track of all my workouts. And basically the form asks me the date, what type of workout. I'm still working it out because there's like one section that asks about if it's a superset or not, and then asks like what place it is in the superset. And that's supposed to lead you into another thing, but it doesn't really make sense for it to be there. But I'll figure it out. But yeah, this was a prototype for what I really want to do, which is to create an app. I haven't shared this, but I know how to code. I don't work as a software engineer, but I can do coding. So it's something that I want to get back and do recreationally, and this is like something that I would do because it's something I really want to do. On the last note, I think what's really been helping me every single morning, I wake up really hungry, but I eat a really big dinner. I have like a whole avocado that I turn into guacamole. I take like a New York strip steak and then a round steak, both of them, put them in the air fryer and eat that with a big salad. And it fills me up. But I think the high amount of fiber and protein is basically makes my body work more than the calories. I don't know how to explain it, but I wake up hungry. think that's really been good with my weight loss. Also good for my bowels. Okay, Google, stop. And today I made cookies. That was all I wanted to share that because I have a video for that. I made cookies, which I think is another thing, making sure I add into my sweets. Also, I have been intentionally thinking, I mentioned this yesterday, but I will slowly start adding more minutes to my talks, and having more to share about. As you see, every day I try to start with the day it is, and then my weight. Gonna be consistent with that. Also, want to be consistent with what I worked out that day, and then the food that I'm eating. So these are some things I want to make sure I hit every single day. Because anyone who's following along or wants to be on a similar journey, these are the things that are going to help you towards that goal. So today was a long one. We're at 6 minutes. I don't really have a 360, but I said I was going to do a 360 anyway. But these 360s are for me too. Like it's just to allow me to know what the is going on. Yeah, and something I have noticed. Yeah, I think I mentioned these. This is too. This is this. I never really got to enjoy this. I bought this whilst I was in Brazil, and when I wore it, it was cool, but now it has become too big. It's not tight, and for tops, they have to be really tight, or else things just fall to the wayside. So yeah, a long video today. It wasn't even. It wasn't. We're almost at 7 minutes. Let's let it go. Let's go to 7. I have a little video from the gym, so we'll use that. I'll see you later, and you'll see the blonde again. All right, bye.